Hey friends, how's it going? I wanted to tell you about a little weekend project that I had. If you can probably guess from behind me, it has to do with that up there. So a couple days ago, we came home kind of late, Friday night, I think it was, and somehow the garage fell off the track. And it took a while to figure out why it fell off the track. Now you can see it's back up on the track, so all is good now. But let me tell you what happened and why it fell off the track. Now I had to close the door for this part of the explanation, but you see that pulley up there, that rope? There's a cable that comes down and it lifts the garage door up. Well, somehow this cable came off of this rope and off of the pulley. And because it was off of the pulley, the weight on the springs was not even on this side, and so the whole door got lopsided somehow. Not entirely sure how that came off, but it may be because of this. So I found a bend in this side of the rail. And I don't know, this was sticking out right here. I pried it back, this piece of metal. And I don't know if maybe one of the wheels got caught on it and made it hard to close in that direction. So it kind of bent. I'm not entirely sure if that was the case. But this track also was bent outwards. That could have been part of the problem. But what ended up happening that really made it fall off the track has to do with that carrier up there. Let me tell you. So this part, the part that goes straight up and down, and this part that goes sideways that way, this side, you can kind of see right up there, there's a bend in this. And what happened is this was very weak metal, and because it was on the outside, it was able to push against it, bend this metal, and the track, actually the rear part of the track up here, swung out a little bit. So when it got up there, it pulled the wheels out, and then it pulled the wheels that way, and then it actually fell out on that side, and that side was hanging off right over our van. Well, let me tell you what I did to fix it. So first thing I had to do was realign all the tracks, and a friend was borrowing our car and brought it back that night. So right when they showed up, I asked for a little bit of help. I needed some help because I put a brick under that side where the string, the cable was loose. I put a brick under that side, dropped the whole door down, got it back on the tracks, and then I asked our friend to pull down or push down on this side all the way down to the ground so I'd get more slack on that side, and then I was able to wrap the cable back around. So that was problem one solved. Problem two was eventually we found out about that side, because then after that we lifted it up and it was still going to fall off the track, and that's when we noticed that that side had bent out. So to resolve problem two, that's where these came in. Let me tell you more about that. So I just swung by Home Depot and I got this track hanger kit, which comes with these punched, or I forget what they call them. They're angle, and I feel like they're about 14 gauge or something like that. Maybe a little bit thicker, I don't know. But it comes with three sizes. It comes with this like foot long, 14 inch, 20 inch, and 26 inches. This kit is only good for up to 24 inches of drop from the ceiling. I have a bit more than 24 inches from the ceiling, so I actually used the longest one, 26, to brace it that way. And then I used the medium one across the ceiling. And so I mounted that to the ceiling in two spots, 1, 2, and then put that one across. And I'll tell you why it's more desirable in my opinion. So it's more desirable, in my opinion, to put the angle on the inside instead of the outside, especially with such flimsy bracing on the outside. And as I mentioned, on the other side, it bent and it pushed the door out. Now, if you have it this way, you have the forces pulling instead of pushing. So it could help, especially with weaker ones, to have it being pulled away. So then it's more, so what's it called? I forgot that there's compression and tension, I guess. There's more tension put on that bar instead of compression put on that bar going out. This is so hard to do. Going outward. So when you compress that way, if it's flimsy, it compresses easy. But if it's flimsy and you're pulling on it, you won't have that problem. So that was the solution here. Just to put new braces on this side to hold it from swinging out and not have that problem of the wheels coming off again. Let me know if you've had to deal with this kind of stuff. And if you have, like my old style, go and check it. See how flimsy it is. If it's really strong, then you probably don't have anything to worry about. But if it's pretty weak, you probably want to support it on the other side as well. So that was the weekend project. Now it all works. Garage door opens and closes, no problem. And that was a $28 fix. And you might have one other question for me. Why did I buy this kit? And I'll tell you why in a sec. So you can buy that angled steel that's got the punches in it. You can buy that in various lengths that you can machine yourself, cut it, whatever you want to do with it. So like they sell it in 3-foot lengths and stuff. 3 foot is the shortest one that I saw that was loose. And if I wanted to buy more, like if I had to buy it for both sides, let's say six feet worth or something, or 4 feet, and cut it in half, each one was gonna total up to more than what this kit cost. With the screws and everything, the kit cost $28 or so. I would have had to pay over $30 to get the screws, the bolts that mounted into the ceiling. Those are really strong and thick bolts. They go into the studs and stuff. So it ended up being cheaper buying that kit. So if you're interested in that kit, I'll link it. Anyways, that was the weekend project. You got plans for the week? What's your next DIY project? This was totally unplanned. I didn't want to deal with it.